Welcome to our latest episode of HSN Gets Crafty. I'm Suzanne Runyan, and it is indeed graduation season. So I'm actually gonna make a scrapbook page. You can take those photos and really capture those memories of this important time of year. So let's get started. We're starting with Tim Holtz, his Ideology paper pad. Here's the HP Sprocket. This prints out pictures anywhere you go. Then we're gonna use Tim Holtz's distressed inks. I love these inks. Then we're gonna use our double-sided tape. Finally, I've got my diamond pressed dies. And what we're gonna do is start with a basic layout. You got all these amazing pages. I found this solid piece of color that I really love. So this typically would be right here, just 4 or 5 strips you'd use along the edge. Well, I thought, well, wait a minute, let's keep them all together, and we're gonna make this a permanent part of my page to make it more interesting. You can use any kind of double stick tape, and I recommend double stick. It just makes your projects go so much faster. Okay, so there's my first layer. My son's name is Ethan, and I decided I want to use these cool little blocks to spell out his name. So here it is, E-T-H-A-N. There's the start of where I'm gonna use his name. Now I'm gonna show you an inking technique to give something a more aged look. I literally took one of my favorite books and I ripped out a passage from it. Here's how you age this very quickly. Number 1, you crumple it. You literally crumple it, because I wanted to get that kind of old worn look. Then what I did was take the ink and you're just gonna rub around the edge of the corner to give it kind of this distressed look. Then I thought, well, his graduation is June 17th on a Saturday. How am I gonna mark that on the calendar? That's where this came in. So I took that heart and I actually just ran it through my diamond press. That's how I'm gonna mark this date. Okay, so now we wanna add the photos. That's where the Sprocket comes in handy. This is a totally remote printer, and it makes 2 by 3 inch prints. You're gonna download the HP Sprocket app. It's free, it's really easy to do. I actually went back on Facebook to look for photos, and here's the picture I want to use of Ethan. So I hit OK. Then I actually want to put a frame on it. There it is, isn't that neat? So this really cool kind of vintage frame, and I hit check. Now all I have to do at this point is hit check again. Here it comes. There's still something so thrilling about that. I don't know what it is, but getting an instant result, you gotta love it. Okay, so it's done. And what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm actually gonna place it right here in that section. So I do want to add a little bit of trim, and I'm gonna place this just here. Isn't that neat? It just adds a whole different look to it when you just do something so simple like that. Okay, voila, here is our finished graduate page. Now it's time for all of us to grab some tissues, because we know we're gonna be crying as we see them cross that stage. I'm Suzanne Runyan. Thanks for joining me for this edition of HSN Gets Crafty, and please check out our next one coming up. Here's my extra little pro tip using the Tim Holtz Distracted ink, or any ink pad for that matter, is let's say you don't know what to do and you want something really simple, but you know, maybe you're a beginner. What you do is you take the ink pad, and if you have a straight edge, you're just gonna ink it, go like this, and brush it just along the very edge of this. Because again, this paper would look kind of boring if I didn't do something to it. It's just a white piece of paper. So see that, you just brush it along, and it gives you kind of this vintage looking edge.